Happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. Hopefully everyone's getting to enjoy some good old American activities. Cooking hot dogs, eating burgers, making s'mores, lighting sparklers, playing baseball, drinking beers. Those of us that are old enough to drink those beers. You know what me and Dean were talking about the other day? Why do we sing happy birthday to all of our peoples? Our moms, our dads, our brothers, our sisters. But when it's America's birthday, it's not a tradition to sing happy birthday to America. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear America. Land of the free, home of the brave. Home of the best damn nation in the whole world. And if you don't like it, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, yeah. Happy birthday to you. Whew, yeah, I definitely feel better after that. All right, back to Food Plot Chronicles. So last week, we planted our beans. Literally tilled the field again, fertilized, and got all the beans in the ground. And let me tell you something. I just went out there and checked. It looks so good. They're growing. Can we eat them? Can we eat them? Not quite yet. But let's not waste any time. I want to get out there. I want you to check them out with me. Come on. Come on, you can do it. She's alive. Oh yeah. It's raining out here. What else is new? It precipitates a lot up in these parts. Guys, this is actually really exciting. This is what we call our main food plot, and I call it that, whatever. This is the front field. That's what we call it, the front field. The reason it's called the front field because it's on the front of our property, because the road is right freaking there. As you can see behind me, little green plants popping up back here. The beans are popping in this field all over the place. And one of the things we're looking for right now is just that it's kind of evenly spread out. All of them are popping up relatively evenly throughout the field. There's no spots that we need to fill in with beans or broadcast with something else just yet. And it literally looks perfect right now. With this field only being 1.5 acres, the deer will actually mow this down before the beans can actually even mature enough to grow the pods or anything like that, so they're useful for the late season. So we're gonna have to figure out how to protect this field, or at least a portion of it, at some point, probably within the next couple weeks. These beans, we're getting dialed in after a couple years of planting. We're getting them dialed in, and this field is going to be dialed in as well, and that's good. But there is corn coming up. You can see the rows right here, and there's a little bit of corn coming up. There's some stalks that are some bigger than others, but nonetheless, it's coming up. We'll probably have to do a little plot screen in here just to ensure that we get the screenage from the road and we can access this right here. I mean, basically we just slip down into the road, from the road right here, around this wall, right back into here. We can literally get up and down, and this field back here is filled with deer. We can get up and down this gilly without getting detected. It's pretty cool, actually. Initial reaction, this is pretty wild because these are all coming up too, and you can't see them as well. Maybe you can, but these are all coming up too. And this field this is going to be the plot. This will kill a good buck this year, I can promise you that. This is going to be about 3.5 acres of beans, all in front of me and all behind me. And new plot for this year. Actually, last year, if you remember, this center probably acre, maybe a little less than 1 acre, was all a turnip blend. This year our goal was to make this whole field food. Beans are so valuable. They're so valuable, especially up here in New York, where the weather is very it's bipolar. Like one day It could be 70 degrees, the next day it's 30 degrees and snowing sideways. And you have to have food to complement both, and the beans really do that, because these deer will hammer these beans all throughout the summertime. Early season, they'll be hammering the green leaves, getting all that protein, and then once the late season hits, I mean, there's really no other food source that you can beat, in my opinion. But you can see, once again, behind me, it's all growing pretty evenly. But the fact that they're all coming up, and we're getting rain right now, which is helping. It's kind of intermittent rain and sun. I mean, this weather couldn't be any more perfect. And the fact that it's all growing pretty uniform throughout this field, there's really no one little spot up in that far corner. But other than that, this whole field, I mean, top to bottom, the beans are coming up. Really dynamite spot. We got a redneck blind right there. We got a stand in that tree. We're gonna have a stand, I think, in one of these, that pine right there, once the season comes down, and then we'll have another stand actually in that corner. So we'll hunt 4 spots minimum in this field alone. 3 acres of beans. You really can't beat that. I'm sorry. You just can't do it. Secluded, off the road, no pressure. We're gonna have plot screen up there to get in and out of, and it's just gonna be dynamite. We're gonna build a little whitetail palace right here, and the deer are gonna benefit from it, and our hunting's gonna benefit from it as well. So I'm pretty excited. Little progress report on this real quick. All this dead grass doesn't look good now, but it actually looks very good to me, because I'm trying to kill all this grass in here, and then we're going to till it, and we're going to put a fall blend of some sort, probably some turnips back here. This is going to be another couple acres, because once we get that hideous trailer out of here, you can see down in through here, it's all dead down in there, all down by the creek. This is a major creek crossing right here. We'll probably have a stand in 1 or 2 of those pines right there. We're gonna clear all this out. This is all gonna be just lush green turnips, fall blend, probably some clover. These are all apple trees in here, and these are oak and apple trees that are growing up in here. It's gonna be like a deer chum pit. So I just had to give you that little update as well. This, honestly, this is coming in perfect. We're gonna have to spray it one more time, because as you can see, we may have missed this, or it just grew up and through it and stuff. But once this is all dead in here, we'll turn this in a couple weeks. You're gonna see that on Food Plot Chronicles, and it's all gonna be good. It's all gonna be gravy. Guys, thank you for riding along with me, and the beans, they're looking pretty good. We are extremely happy that you have followed along this far on the journey, and we are excited to take you along with us throughout the rest of the summertime. It stopped raining, the sun is peeking out, and that means there's more to do here. So I gotta get back out on that tractor before Dean gets, actually, he's not here yet, right? He doesn't know I'm not out there. We will see y'all next week, right here on Food Plot Chronicles.